Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2018 FIFA World Cup Russia DLC for FIFA 18. And today we're going to be doing a reserve run or substitute and reserve run. We are going to see if France's substitutes and reserves could win the 2018 World Cup. We've done it with Italy in 2006. We did it with Spain in 2010. We've done it with Germany on 2014. Now it's time for France on 2018. So this is France's squad for the 2018 World Cup according to FIFA 18. Now I know that there are a few players that probably featured more so than others in the actual World Cup. You know, a few players probably started over some others and the French manager would have tweaked it around and stuff, but I'm only going with what's on the screen here. The rules are that I'm not allowed to use any of this first 11 that is on this squad right now. So I'm not allowed to use Mbappe, I'm not allowed to use Griezmann, no Varane, no Umtiti, no Lloris. I am allowed to use these players here. France's reserves in this run are very, very strong. They're a very strong team on the bench. Like, I reckon like France's second team could probably go deep into a World Cup. I also am aware that players like Kimpembe and Pavard actually played lots of games at the 2018 World Cup. Obviously Pavard scoring that amazing goal against Argentina and Kimpembe starting some games as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid putting these two on the field and instead use some of the players towards the bottom of this list, such as Laporte and Payet and Koscielny as well. You know, Koscielny was supposed to start at this World Cup apparently, but then he got injured before this World Cup, so it ruled him out completely. So yeah, before anyone starts to call me out in the comments and stuff like that saying that it's not a proper reserve or substitute run, you know, I'm just trying to clear it up. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit once I've figured out this team. Alright then guys, so I finished my lineup for this substitute and reserve run for France, and this is what it's looking like. We have Lacazette up top with Yohan Cabaye just sat behind him, and Steven Nzonzi and centre defensive midfield, and Rabiot as well in centre midfield. Then we have Anthony Martial on the left wing and Dembele on the right hand side. Even though Dembele did play a few of the games, I am gonna put him in here because he was on the substitutes bench, so I decided to use him. And we got Kurzawa in the right back position because I don't really have another right back that I could use. Then I have Kurt Zuma at the back as well, alongside Aymeric Laporte as well. Laporte's only rated 82 on this game, so you know he's deep in France's reserves, so we had to use him. Then we have Digny on the left, and then I've got Steve Mandanda in goal. And then my substitutes bench for this run is Dimitri Payet, Koscielny, Kevin Gamero, Bakayoko, Kondogbia, Gignac, and Rami as centre-back position, you know, substitutes. So that is a well weaker lineup than what we probably should have. All these reserves down here I'm not allowed to use for this whole run. If there are any injuries, I'll just try and replace them with players that obviously who were on the reserves bench in the first place. So France's first match is going to be against Australia, their first match of the 2018 World Cup with their substitutes and reserves. Let's see if we can get off to a good start. I reckon that this squad that I've assembled of the substitutes and reserves could go quite far in this World Cup. I reckon realistically like quarter-final, maybe semi-final perhaps. Like I said at the start, it's very, very strong. It was Australia. They crossed that one in, back post, and that's actually lobbed my keeper and gone straight in. And Australia have scored to make it 1-0. It's Lecky with the goal. And wow, that's a bit of a surprise. I didn't expect Australia to score. It's a through ball and another through ball. Dembele running into the box here. Crossed in. And that's headed in. And that's Anthony Martial, I think, with the equaliser for France. And he's made it 1-1. And of course, Anthony Martial, I believe, was it 2017 or 2018? £50 million signing went to Man United when before he was at Monaco. Very, he was decent back then, Martial. He was decent, you know, not like he is sort of today. But yeah, no, good goal by Martial, and that is 1-1. Out to Digny, Rabiot, Dembele into the middle. And it's in! And we just had to twist and turn here. And that is 2-1. Who was that? It was Cabaye. Johan Cabaye with a goal to make it 2-1. And, well, of course, people will remember Johan Cabaye for, you know, his time in 2014. France's squad. You know, he was part of that squad. And he's back here today. And he's bagged a goal. So it's half time and France are leading by 2-1. Johan Cabaye, pretty good in that first half, and Martial as well. So yeah, let's hope that we can get more goals against Australia and keep hold of this lead. Rabiot to Lacazette. Out to Anthony Martial. Can he put in a decent ball? And that's gone in. Okay. And that's Dembele with the goal, and that's 3-1. I just know a few people are going to be like, Ousmane Dembele actually played in the whole entire 2018 World Cup or whatever, but he was on the bench. That's the rules. He was on the bench. I'm fairly sure I've seen Ousmane Dembele play for France in 2018, unless I'm, you know, completely mistaken. Australia, and that was a hell of a goal. Aaron Moy with the goal. And that is 3-2 now. Look at this passing. It was brilliant. Absolutely amazing. And what a finish there. Off the post and in. But despite all that, we have won 3-2 against Australia. A lot closer than I would have liked. But hey, you know, we are using, you know, the reserves and substitutes, I guess. Even though these reserves and substitutes are good. They are good players. So I shouldn't really be conceding 2 goals. But then again, you know, Australia's goals were pretty good. So yeah, decent match. We still got the win. Let's move on to the next game. So our next match is going to be France versus Peru. Can we continue the goal scoring that we did in the last match against Australia? I'd like to think so. You know, Peru about the same level as Australia in terms of star rating on this game, so I reckon we should be winning again. The hardest game is definitely going to be Denmark with our substitutes and reserves. Denmark will give us a hell of a game. Peru putting on tons of pressure at the moment. It's been, I don't know, it's been a bit weird. Like, I don't know why France can't deal with it. It's a corner to Peru. Here we go, Lacazette on the ball. Help to Cabaye. Can he do it? No, but the rebound is kind, and it goes straight to Anthony Martial for the first goal for France. It's 1-0, and Anthony Martial is proving to be a decent addition to this substitute and reserve squad. I knew he would be kind of good for this run. So yeah, a bit lucky there, but Cabaye saved, and then, of course, Martial got the rebound. Definitely struggling more in this match, and you know, Peru haven't done an awful lot in front of goal, but it's just the way we've been playing. It just feels a little bit off at the moment. Despite being 1-0 up, it just feels really, really off compared to what the first team would be. And that's good. Obviously, the challenge is there. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, some of these players should be playing a little bit better than this. Oh, that's a good pass. And our defence is just broken down. And Mandanda saves it, thankfully. Out to Dembele. And he's got the pace. Can he score? Oh, great save there by the Peruvian keeper. It's been a very quiet match. Barely anything has happened. A lot of tackling on France's end and Peru's end as well. It's been just one of those games where it might be just settled by 1 goal. Well, finally that game is over. France have won by 1-0 with their substitutes and reserves, and they will go through to the round of 16 as they have 6 points now, and that's usually the benchmark to get there. Yeah, but like I said, boring. Very boring game. So our next game is going to be against Denmark. It won't matter really if we win or lose because we've already gone through to the round of 16. So arguably, I'd say out of the group, this is the hardest match, especially for substitutes and reserves of France. Here comes Denmark. They cross it in. And header and caught by Mandanda. Okay. Well, that was a bit weird. Don't drop it. The passing was exceptional in the midfield area. Kabai into Martial, and then a finesse shot goes straight in. So through ball, and here comes Sisto to someone in the box, but it doesn't quite match up. Gamero now on the ball, and he's just cut out. The AI seem to be really wired today. I don't know what it is, but he seems to be so good. I mean, look at that by Eriksson, just smashes it in for 1-1. And, well, we're all square yet again. I knew that Denmark was going to be the hardest game. Well, it's half-time, and it is a 1-1 between these two. Eriksson with the goal to equalise. It was a very, very nice goal. And obviously, Martial as well with another one for France. Can we get over the line in this match? It feels really tough. It really does. Like I said earlier, it feels like the AI is so switched on. We could launch it out to you. Go on. Oh, it's blocked. It was a decent idea. And it's going to be a corner to France. Can we do anything on this play? Kabai. And nobody did anything. Like, it's frustrating. Like, especially the striker, Gamero and Lacazette as well, have really struggled to make an impact up top. So 90th minute, can we get anything from this corner? Kabai crosses it in. The header, and it's caught easily by Schmeichel. It's been very disappointing, but I will take the draw because these players are reserves, of course, and substitutes. But I just, I don't know, something just says to me that they should be playing a little bit better than this. But at least we're through to the round of 16 and we can find out our next opponent. And hopefully it's not a huge opponent, otherwise we'll probably just go out. Alright then, so this is your tournament tree as it stands. So we have Portugal beating Russia 2-0 in the round of 16. We have Denmark beating Argentina 5-4 on penalties. So maybe Denmark weren't that bad after all. Against us anyway. Brazil have got Sweden. England have got Colombia. Spain have got Uruguay. Croatia have got France. Germany have got Costa Rica. And Poland have Belgium. So France, an early meeting with the 2018 finalists that they also beat in real life, of course. So let's see if their reserves can do the same, but in the round of 16. So can France do it against Golden Generation Croatia from 2018, but with their substitutes and reserves? The way we played in the last two matches against Peru and Denmark, I'm going to say no, but I'm hoping I can just squeeze this one out. Here comes Perisic for Croatia. And he crosses it in and headed out that time. And it seems like Croatia are really intense at the moment. I mean, look at this. Already they've scored, and that's goal number 1 for Croatia. It's Kramaric with the goal, and we're 1-0 down already. Like, we just couldn't even do anything to stop it. Look, he just sent me the other way, Rakitic there, and just passed it into the middle, and it was just smashed in. I'm not happy about this at the moment. Dembele to cross it in. And Laporte, edge of the box. And Zonzi. Rabiot. And he scores! That's gone in! And that is 1-1. I didn't expect that one to go in, especially from a shot like that from Rabiot. But okay, he's equalised, and immediately France have equalised against Croatia. Down to Lacazette. Oh, what a save! And again, it just shows that the strikers aren't like hitting their targets. It's like midfielders and wingers that are scoring for us at the moment. Great play. Johan Kabai. And he hits the post and it goes in. Johan Kabai has scored. But it was mainly the play in the midfield that set that up. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Lacazette actually. Or Dembele. I can't really remember who it was. But yeah. Oh, it was definitely Lacazette, number 24. That ball was just insane, and it was saved, but it was palmed onto the post, and yeah, Kabai has scored to make it 2-1 to France now. And this is quite impressive because this is Golden Generation Croatia we're coming up against. Zawa and Zonzi on the ball here for France. Rabiot into Kabay. And that's a fantastic save by Subasic and net. Crossed into the box by Croatia. It's headed and caught. They've had lots of chances, but no clear-cut proper one since they scored. Great tackle by Digny. And it's a through ball. Lacazette to Kabay. Kabay still kind of got it, and it's a save. Kabay has been fantastic in this match. Like, he's really hustled the Croatian defence so well. Dembele might have to take one for the team here. Is that going to be it's just a yellow? I was so lucky to get away with a yellow, but I had to stop Croatia from going on the counter. They might have a chance to equalise still. And Croatia cross it into the box. And that's in! No! Oh my goodness! What is Mandanda doing letting that one in? And in the 93rd minute, Perisic has equalised for Croatia. I cannot believe that. Oh, so frustrating. That ball was so good. But Mandanda, man, what was that? So it's extra time against Croatia. I really thought we had that. But Perisic clutched up. He clutched up in the 93rd minute. Like, this has been such a difficult run. Especially, you know, with the players we have. Over the top. Payet. Come on. Crossed in. That's a decent one, but Croatia header it out for a corner. They're just so much stronger than us at the moment. Header by Lacazette off the top of the bar. Oh, that was actually really unlucky. Good ball. Payet. And it's going to go to penalties, isn't it? You could just tell. The way the match has gone, it's going to go to penalties and we'll probably get eliminated in pens. Well, there we go. Penalties. That's what it wanted. Luka Modric versus Mandanda for the first penalty. Come on. Can we throw him off? Modric. And he puts it in for 1-0. Easy penalty. Lacazette, you've got to score this, dude. If you don't, then you're so washed. Yes. Top bins. Come on. Lacazette and Perisic now with the penalty for Croatia. Come on. And that was a weird pen and it goes wide. Come on. That is very good for us. Anthony Martial. No. Oh my goodness. That was such a bad penalty. Alright. Well, we've got a player here. Pasha. Is that how you say it? I'm not really too sure. And he scores. Never heard of him, but okay, he scores. And it's 2-1 to Croatia. Kabay needs to score this next one. Johan Kabay. Yep, he scores. Nice. Okay, 2-2. Kalinic now. Come on. Off the post. How lucky was that for us? And next up is Dimitri Payet. Come on. Can he score? He can. It's 3-2. And Croatia need to score this one. Otherwise it's over. It's Brozovic with the next pen. And it's off the bar and out. And we've won the shootout just by pure luck. How about that? And I can't believe France came away with that, to be honest. That shootout was just, I don't know, Croatia was so unlucky. They kept hitting the post, hitting the bar and stuff. And France advanced to the quarterfinals. So this is your updated tournament tree. We have in the semi-finals Portugal versus Brazil after Portugal beat Denmark 2-1 and Brazil beat Colombia 3-2. Then next up we have Uruguay against France in the quarter-final, and in the other quarter-final we have Germany versus Belgium. So some tough matches there. Quarter-final time against Uruguay. I did say at the start of this run that this reserve and substitute combination team for France is definitely a quarter-final / round of 16 team. And, you know, we almost got eliminated in the round of 16 if it weren't for Croatia's unfortunate circumstances on penalties. Yeah, we'll see what we can do against Uruguay, though. They're going to be very difficult. Goodbye. Oh my goodness, what a strike. It just left the goalkeeper standing. Like, Kabai's rated 78 on this game, or 76. Obviously, you know, a bit old going into this tournament and this game, but still got a mean shot on him. Lacazette on the ball. He finally scores. It's 1-0. After like 5 games, he's decided to finally score. And Lacazette has got the first goal for France. It's 1-0. This reserve run is actually doing pretty nicely so far. Like, even though we have struggled. Oh, Cabaye with that shot. And as we go into half-time, France are leading by 1-0 thanks to Lacazette. He finally turned up. And you know what? We've actually been doing really well in this match. Doesn't feel like we struggled as much as we did against Croatia, Peru and Denmark. Over the top, what a ball, and Cabaye has scored. That's a second, and that ball was just absolutely fantastic. And Yohan Cabaye has scored to make it 2-0 to France. Good ball by Dembele. Pushing forward still. Header, and that's gone in. Lacazette has scored, and that is the third for France. That is 3-0. This is our best result of this whole run. Like, can you believe that we've done this to Uruguay? It's insane, really, because I thought we'd struggle, but no. Like, Uruguay have failed to register a proper shot yet. And here comes Lacazette. Look at this. He's through. Can he make it 4? Oh, he almost did. Oh, that's so unlucky. Lacazette has come to life in this match, being very, very good. I thought he was going to imitate Giroud and not get any goals, but still win a World Cup or something. But we've gone through to the semi-final with one step closer with France's substitutes and reserves. And it's either Germany or Belgium in the next round. So it's going to be Germany versus France in the semi-final, and Portugal await whoever wins that match in the final. If not, the loser will have to play Brazil. This is going to be so difficult, playing Germany's strongest team with France's weakest squad. I know that Germany, you know, in 2018 weren't brilliant. They got grouped. But still, we are still weaker than them. So if we could beat Germany, that would be fantastic. And get to the final against Portugal, that would be so, so good. Good ball to Anthony Martial. What a ball that was. And it's just cleared away for a corner to France. Dembele crosses it in. Header. Oh my goodness, off the bar again. Like, this has to hold a record for how many times I've hit the bar in this this gameplay. Yohan Cabaye. That's a good pass. And Lacazette has scored. And that's 1-0 to France. This team is definitely coming alive. Lacazette was terrible in the group stages, and now he started scoring. Cabaye has been very consistent as well. It's basically been Lacazette, Cabaye and Anthony Martial with a sprinkle of Moussa Dembele and maybe a little bit of Rabiot as well. But yeah, it's just incredible, really. Oh, it's crossed in, back post. And that was such good play by Germany. And Timo Werner has scored the equaliser. Look at that by Özil as well. Like, the play was just fantastic. Completely owned me. Up to Yohan Cabaye and Anthony Martial. Oh, good save. And it's headed out for a corner. Marco Reus to take the corner. And it's headed over the bar there by Germany. Oh, what a save by Mandanda. And it's a corner to Germany again. They're really piling on the pressure now. I can see them winning this game. Keep going forward. Come on. So through ball. Gamero. He's put it in. How did he score that when Neuer was right there? And Gamero has scored for France. It's 2-1. I made the substitute earlier when Cabaye was out of stamina. And it was a through ball here. And he managed to just get it in right in front of Neuer. And that's 2-1. France could be going to that final. Oh, here comes Germany. Oh my goodness, every time, 89th minute, 90th minute, and everything like that, every time, like we keep doing it. And Thomas Muller that time has popped up to make it 2-2. How do we not tackle him? I mean, that's just a testament to how weak our defence is with Kurt Zouma and Emerick Laporte. Lacazette, and that is a goal! Oh my goodness, that's so lucky! And that is Gamero again in the 93rd minute. We just rushed them from the kickoff and we lost the ball with Lacazette. I thought I could dribble through and it just kindly rolls in front of Gamero, and that is shocking. That is a shocker. We've scored and wow, I cannot believe that. France have probably won the game now, after they looked like they threw it away. And we're going to the final with France's substitutes and reserves. How about that? What a game between France and Germany. What a match. Absolutely deserved, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, we threw it away and then just got so lucky. But yeah, let's see what we can do in that final against Portugal. So next up, we have the final between Portugal and France in the 2018 World Cup. Funnily enough, this was the final back in Euro 2016. So we'll see what we can do in this one, and hopefully this time France can win it instead of Portugal. Here we go then. Portugal versus France World Cup final in 2018. Coming up against Ronaldo with our reserve defence. Probably not the best idea, but we'll see what happens. Portugal moving about quite nicely here. And oh my goodness, that is just insane. And they have scored one of the biggest rebound goals I've ever seen. Hits the post and then comes straight back out to Adrian Silva, who just smashes it in. It's 1-0 to Portugal. Here comes Portugal, oh my goodness, and another goal like that. Another goal like that. Off the bar, and then they just tap it in. That is so frustrating. Eder as well comes back to haunt France with a goal, and that is 2-0. You know, Eder scored in the 2016 Euro final against France to win Portugal the Euros. Now he scored here against France to potentially win the World Cup. Come on, really? Eder comes back. Where's Ronaldo? I haven't even seen him on the pitch yet. Oh my god, like, this game is so intense, this match. Like, this match has been so intense. We cannot get a looking on the ball right now. It just feels so dead on France's side. We got the ball back here. And then we instantly lose it because they backtrack so quickly. So it's half time and Portugal are 2-0 up. Thanks to 2 rebound goals from the post. It's crazy how they've scored that twice in a row. Absolutely crazy how dominant Portugal have been up top. Look at this. They shovel me off and that's a third. France have been absolutely pummeled in this match. And, well, I can't believe it, really, how bad we have been in this match. We have been so terrible in this final. The passing and everything is pure perfection from Portugal's point of view. They've been so dominant. I don't think I've ever in any of my runs come into a game and just been absolutely outplayed like this. Not on 2018 anyway. I don't know about any of the others. Probably on Euro 2008 and stuff. But yeah, just crazy. Cabaye, can he get at least one back for France? Don't know if he is going to, and it's saved. That's our first shot of the game. It's the 83rd minute. Can he do anything? No, just shrugged off. Absolutely dominated in this match here, France. They don't deserve it, and we've lost the World Cup final to Portugal with our substitutes and reserves. They've absolutely outplayed us in that match. Absolutely outplayed us. I'm not annoyed that we lost. It's just annoying that how dominant they were, that we just didn't have a proper chance on goal. It's Oh, like, I can't believe it. And the funny thing was that they used Adair up top, who obviously is a substitute striker for Portugal. Either Ronaldo was injured or they didn't even bother to use him because he's not even on he wasn't even on the squad. Like, I can't even see him in the celebrations here. I can't see him. Usually he'd be the one picking up the World Cup because obviously he's the captain, but he's not even in that lineup at all. So Portugal played me at my own game. When I'm trying to use reserves and substitutes, they pretty much beat me without Ronaldo. Fair play. So yeah, that's been your substitute and reserve run with France on the 2018 World Cup. Can France win the World Cup with their substitutes and reserves? No. But we came very close. We got to the final. I think we really pushed the limits on that run. It was really, really difficult. And then getting into the final and getting smashed like that is not great, but sometimes you need to be humbled. If you did enjoy this run, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.